Hey, what's going on, guys? Shri Kanase here, and today we're gonna be talking about the key things that I wish I had known before I started Shopify. Now, if you haven't already, please click the subscribe button down below, and also make sure to hit the like button on this video so that I know that these videos do help you. So let's begin. Alright, so I have made a Google Doc here with all of the tips and tricks of the main ideas. So the very first thing on my list is dive into online business right away instead of pushing it off. Now, this is something that I did not do personally, and it did come to bite me later because when I began Shopify dropshipping, I spent a lot of my time designing the website, getting the right apps, trying to find the perfect descriptions, but in reality, that all really wasted my time when I could have spent that time learning more on ads and how to make them successful. So any person that is new, I definitely recommend that you spend more of your time figuring out how you're going to get those first few sales and make your business profitable in the long run. Sure, you should spend 1 to 2 days, but that's the max amount you should spend on designing your website. You need to focus on selling. Basically, you need to spend 80% of your time on planning the advertisements and how you're going to get the sales. This is something that a lot of the successful dropshippers do. They spend a majority of their time planning the sales and how they're going to get them. This could be done through email marketing, Facebook ads, Instagram influencers, Twitter ads, anything. So even if you already have a store running, you should definitely start spending more time planning the selling instead of just fixing up the things on the websites, because the main thing that's going to get you money is the selling. Hopping on to the second one, the second tip is it's not as easy as you think. So when I began, I used to think that just opening my website and finding one product that I launch on one page on Instagram is going to get me a lot of sales. And that failed miserably because dropshipping and e-commerce in general take a lot of time, effort, dedication, and motivation. You need to put the effort in. You need to put the effort into finding the right Instagram influencers, learning Facebook ads, everything. You need to put in time to make money because once you learn everything, it becomes a piece of cake. Honestly, I have everything automated right now, and all I do is focus on advertising, and that is where the money comes from. But I definitely had to learn all of these things myself when I began, and it did require a lot of my time, but in the end it was definitely worth it. And if I could give one tip to my previous self, it would be to let go of the ego and just sit down and do as much as I can and let my efforts do the rest. The very third thing that I recommend, starting with Instagram influencers, because it will save you a lot of time, money, and stress. Not only is this better for your Facebook pixel, but it's also easier to understand and comprehend for anyone new. And even if someone is not having success with Facebook ads, I would definitely recommend going on to Instagram influencers and starting over there. In fact, you should check out my last video on Instagram influencers because it is very helpful and it'll give you some insights on how to create successful Instagram ads. The link will be in the description below. But when I started, I did focus on Facebook ads, and that was a very big mistake because Facebook ads is a whole new platform and there's a lot of things that go into Facebook ads. So you definitely should focus on Instagram influencers because it is much easier to learn. And this goes on to my fourth tip, which is test more. My biggest mistake ever that I made in e-commerce was relying on one single product. I had one single product selling, which made me over 6 figures, but unfortunately I became too reliant on it, and as a result, after the product did die out, I had a lot of trouble getting back up. So this is why you need to keep on testing even if you are successful right now with one product, because what is better than one product selling? 5 products selling. And it would be much better for you and your business if 5 products do $500 per day, so you can do $2,000 per day total even on the bad days instead of just having one product do $2,000 per day, because once it ends, you're not going to be making any money at all. So definitely keep on testing, keep on finding products, and even though you may lose money on some products, it is very important that you keep on testing so you can find your next winner. And this ties into number 5, which is learn from your mistakes. One main thing that I did incorrectly was I used to repeat my mistakes over and over with e-commerce. I became so attached to one product because I thought it was selling on someone else's website that even though it didn't give good results on the very first try, I kept on trying over and over, and in the process I did lose quite some amount of money. But through that mistake, I did learn that once it doesn't try after the second or even third try, you need to move on to another product. And this ties into Instagram ads because If one product isn't selling after 2 or 3 Instagram shoutouts, you need to move on to another one. Don't get too attached to any product. Keep on moving on and keep on trying to find the perfect product that will make you 5 figures or even 6. So these were the main things that I wish I had known when I started e-commerce and dropshipping in general, because it could have saved me a lot of time and money. But definitely do try these things and make sure to implement them into your own stores, because these have helped me scale my products and earn over 6 figures.